Hey, what's up? It's Vinny 10 from Vinny 10 Racing, and this is the shop report, the weekly report update that we do every week. It seems to have a pretty good following, and we can continue to do it. If you were here for last Friday, you noticed that we had a little bit of an emergency situation where the cam gear broke on an EJ25. Well, I worked all weekend. I got one of the heads already straightened out. Thank God for Ferreira. They overnighted me the valves. I had them here this morning, so special shout out to Ferreira and John and Yolanda and Zeke and DJ, because you guys, have helped me throughout my career immensely. So big shout out to you guys, and a big shout out to getting those valves here. We'll probably have one head done in about a half hour and probably another head before I go home tonight. So I got a long night ahead of me to make this happen. Let's see how the other guys are doing on the other side of the shop. We definitely got some progress going on there. Hey, here we are on the shop side. We got Lucas. Lucas, what are we doing?
Right now we're going to be doing a block test.
Okay.
Head gasket's failed.
Okay.
On the Subaru here.
Most likely head gasket failure or a cracked block, most likely. All right, we always do this to make sure to see if you got any carbon inside of the coolant. If you do, then you definitely got either a cracked block or a head gasket problem. So we'll check this out. I'm sure it's going to be one or the other. It's notorious on these cars. Lucas will find it, and then we'll build it. All right, here is the gray Ghost that we had in here last week. Joey's doing the final prep and wiring. The job's actually all done. This was a complete six-speed swap, and Joey knocked it out of the park as always. Never a worry about that. This car would have been done, but Joey had to take off Saturday, like I said in the last video, to go to a baby shower. So, did you have a good time at your baby shower?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. All right. And of course, we got the Blue Monster here.
Blue Monster.
So the Monster's here. Real quick, you see the Supra is off the lift, which means we're done with that mechanically. So we're going to get that started up. You're going to see that in a later video, and definitely be on the dyno for the end of the week video for sure. So stay tuned for that. This is almost done. This came in 3 days ago for a supercharger kit. The supercharger kit was used, but as usual, Hemi-Fast comes through and supplied us with all the parts that we needed to actually install this kit, because whenever you get a used kit, it's never complete, never ever complete. So, but we're almost done, right? You're putting a SERP, yeah, he's putting a SERP belt on, and we're done. We pinned the crank earlier today. We actually had to wait for that tool, but we got the tool this morning, and we pinned the crank, and it's all ready to go. He's a monster. In about an hour, he's going to be like, "Oh, you got any other work for me?" And it just drives me crazy. So let's go see what's on the dyno. Hey, what's up? It's another one. Actually, it's red, a red VB. Normally these cars don't look good in red, It's just not a red car. But this car, with the black accents, the black wheels, the tint on it, the little louver there, it looks good. And I personally love the platform. Like I said, these things make monster horsepower. Can't wait to really start tuning them up. Can't wait to really start leaning on them, especially with the E85. We know they'll make almost 400 horsepower on the E85. So as these guys get more confident, as the cars become a little older, we're going to see more and more aggressive customers, and we're gonna be tuning them up pretty good. I can't wait to get them. So anyway, Steve, fire in the hole, kid. All right, here's the big difference. Changing the screen a little bit around on you guys, but obviously it came in stock 280, 273, real badass. Leaving 327, 394. Look at the amount of torque. Look how it comes in so early. Same thing with the horsepower, right to 6,200. That's where these cars RPM. Other than an access port, looks like it's got maybe an intake in it. It really doesn't have a lot into it. Does it even have an exhaust? Because it's open.
It has an ETS intake and a NVIDIA catback exhaust.
So it's got an ETS intake and a catback, and of course powered by Cobb, tuned by Steve. Again, we're going to see more and more of these cars. They're going to become more and more popular. I think as we start tuning them more and more tuners get around them, they're going to become definitely a more sought after car. And I don't know if it's ever going to be as big as the EJ, but it's certainly going to knock you out.